Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, leading up to the 9th season for the Walking Dead television series. In this one, we're going to give our thoughts and take a look at the brand new character portraits we have for this season. Alright, and I'll put the link in the description to thewalkingdead.com so you guys can go ahead and check out these brand new portraits for our characters for Season 9. We have basically 1 month now to the premiere for The Walking Dead Season 9. I'm starting to get pretty excited, man, because this season should be crazy. Win, lose, or draw, whatever happens, this one is definitely going to be a must-see first half to The Walking Dead Season 9. So first off, speaking of which, our maybe future #1 man for The Walking Dead, we have Daryl here. Not too much to say about the portrait. It's Daryl. It's Daryl, right? We'll see what happens with him in the next couple years here. How things transition over here if he does become our new lead for the series. What that looks like, or if they even do have a lead, or if they just kind of make it an ensemble. So we got him with his patented crossbow there, and some kind of tattoo in his hand, which I haven't noticed before. But started things off with Daryl. Then we've got, of course, Alana Masterson reprising her role as Tara, who I cannot believe is still alive. I cannot believe it. So, we'll see what they do with her this season, but probably safe this year, Who could believe it? Who would think that she would survive this long in the series, coming in from Season 4, from her own sort of story arc there with the governor and everything, and still surviving on. So, yeah, man. Congratulations to her for still being alive in the series. Then we've got Aiden here next, who I like to think of him as like a Glenn 2.0. Of course, that becomes very strange now, because if Maggie's leaving too, then you have kind of your 2.0, your Glenn 2.0 without your Maggie. And yes, I know, guys, he's definitely not the same level as Glenn was in the Walking Dead TV series and Steven Yeun's character. I'm not saying that. Based on the comics, though, he's kind of like not as they replace him with, but he's an important character for the future of most likely for the future of The Walking Dead. But who knows what the hell they're going to do with that now, because if Maggie's leaving, if Lauren Cohen's leaving, then we'll see what that does with his story arc and how that affects the Hilltop. Next we have Rosita, of course, returning for another season. Still alive too, right? So that's good. I got a little bit different here with the hairstyle. And you can still see the scar, right? So that's kind of cool. A nice attention to detail from them that they actually put the scar on there, right? On the cheek from Season 7. Yeah, from Season 7. Rot did that to her, right? If you guys remember, you got to think back. And so also interested to see what they do with her character in the next year or two as we're seeing all these big changes. Then we have Jerry. So very cool to see Jerry still alive in the series. One of the few Kingdomers to survive on past Season 8, right? Because the Kingdom group in the television series version was all but pretty much wiped out, almost entirely wiped out there in Season 8 during All Out War due to that 50 cal. But Jerry survives on, and so does Ezekiel, so that's cool, at least for now. Next, we have Michonne, so always great to see Denai Guerrero reprise her role as Michonne, and they have alluded in interviews and that she'll probably have a pretty big role this season, bigger than usual, due to everything that's going to be going on. So, heads up for that. Be looking forward to seeing lots of Michonne this year, as it's probably going to be necessary. Then we have Eugene, and he's staring at you, right? He's looking right at you, right? So it's like he's staring through your soul, right? So whether or not he'll be the leader of the Sanctuary this year, of the Saviors now, after Negan, of course, has been taken out, we'll see if we'll see what that looks like with him, possibly being in charge of the Saviors. Whether or not he'll be able to keep them in line, whether or not they'll listen to him, or just say screw this, and who knows? I don't know. We'll have to see what crazy contraptions he can come up with this year. Good to see Josh McDermott back once more. And then we have Caitlin Nacon, of course, who plays Enid, who again, she's another one that's a bit like Tara, I guess. She's survived on longer from the Alexandria group than probably any of us thought she would. And still kicking, even though Carl's dead. So again, this seems to be an ongoing theme, because we've had so many characters switch over and actually be killed off in the TV TV series version, it really makes things a lot different from the comics in terms of the survivors that are going to be surviving out those characters that really, based on the comic book series version, is kind of an open book. You really don't know. So they could do anything they want with Enid, really. And we'll have to see where she's even going to be staying. If it's going to be the Hilltop or maybe back to Alexandria, we'll see. Then next we have Ezekiel, he's a big question. We'll have a video on him probably tomorrow or the next day. Giving our thoughts on whether or not we think he'll survive out this year. So we'll save that for that video. But, excited to see Khary Payton's, version, the TV series version of Ezekiel. And quite a bit of potential, I think, still for him. So we'll see what they do with him in the series. And then, of course, we have Jadis or Anne here. So it looks a lot different, right, from before. So so that's good. Now an ally, I want to say. Probably not a villain now. But we'll have to see with regards to her agenda if she still has some things that she hasn't told the others regarding the helicopter and that. And what she was doing there with Negan, possibly maybe having him be bitten and then deliver him to that helicopter and whoever was flying it. So we'll see about that one. Then we've got Gabriel here with his fake eye, his glass eye now. So it just makes him look more badass. So that's cool to see Seth Gilliam back again. And then we have Tom Paine, of course, who plays Jesus in the TV series version. Who, he's okay with me. I don't know. I always like the comic book series version of Jesus quite a bit. The TV series version has just been okay for me. So looking to see something from him this season or the next couple years, maybe a little bit more charisma out of him, I think might be needed because he just seems like kind of, he's a nice, caring and warm-hearted type of character, but he's not that charismatic. So we'll see if Maggie is to leave this year, what they'll do with him at the Hilltop. It'll be interesting to see. Then we have Sadiq here, also going to be different in the TV series than the comic, that's for sure. And man, I don't really know what to say about him. The new character, right? We don't really. I feel like we haven't emotionally been connected to the character that much yet, but of course he did come in there at the end of Carl's story arc. So I think it does add some importance to him, but he's still relatively new. So we'll see what they do with him too. Then we have Maggie, right? So this one is a big question. We do know that they've left the door open so that Lauren Cohen could return later if she wants to do so in The Walking Dead. I hate to do a prediction, but I almost want to think that I don't think she will return. I think this might be the last year for Lauren Cohen too. We'll see how her other projects do, but if they do really well, then I wouldn't expect to see her back in The Walking Dead. So we'll see what they do with her. And the attire is also pretty similar to the comic book series version of Maggie at this time, with her leading the Hilltop. So that's pretty cool, kind of like no sleeves type thing. So that's kind of neat. Then we have Melissa Mcbride, of course, reprising her role as Carol, who's kind of the mother of the group, right? So that's fun. Happy to see that she's still kicking in the Walking Dead, still kicking ass, still taking names, doing her thing. That's great to see, man. A lot of years, right? So that's very cool. Aaron returning again, so happy to see him come back yet again. Ross Marquand, who of course did do the voice for Red Skull in Avengers, which is pretty cool. Most recent Avengers movie there, Infinity War. So that's sweet. Happy to see him back again, and just again questions for him. We'll see how he fits into the story this season. And last, certainly save the best for last for this one. Man, as much as I'm excited to see the season, I am sad at the same time, right? It's a mixture. Happy and excited, but sad also. Because, of course, as we know, this is Andrew Lincoln's final season with The Walking Dead. So, I've done a video, a Rick Grimes kind of character recap, character spotlight. If you guys haven't seen that, it's in the channel. It's on the homepage of the channel. So just click the channel name and you'll see it. You'll find it. The ultimate hero of the zombie apocalypse, Rick Grimes, right? So probably the best character, in my opinion, in any zombie apocalypse movie, TV series, story, media, any form of media. It's going to be sad to see Rick go this year, whatever they do with him, whether he's killed off, whether he leaves as part of the story. I think a lot of people are going to be really sad to see him go. So, but we got to see what they do, right? As much as it's oh, that's so sad to hear, but we got to find out what they do, right? We got to see how it goes. Because you just really never know what they're going to do. Who Negan killed, how Andrew Lincoln's going to leave, how this whole thing's going to play out, how it's going to go down. I can't wait to see either way. So, absolutely the end for Rick, season 9. Man, sad, but I can't wait at the same time. Mixed emotions for sure. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about all the different character portraits. Which characters are you most excited to see this season? How do you feel after looking at these and getting prepped? Are you emotionally ready for what's probably going to be the most emotional season The Walking Dead has ever had. Are you ready, right? Let's get it on. So that's it for this video today, guys. I'll have another one for you soon. If you liked it, leave a comment, thumb up the video, share it, favorite it, and thank you guys for all your years of support and viewership. That's it for this one, and I'll see you guys again soon for another. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.